Hello everybody, my name is Salty and welcome to my review of the 20th anniversary edition of the Slave 1. This set has the set number of 75243 and includes 1007 pieces. And in the US, this set retails for a price of $120. Now, as you can see in front of you, there are technically 6 minifigures in this set. That does include the Han Solo and Carbonite, as well as the Leia minifigure, which is more of a display piece than a minifigure, but that's besides the point. Now, let's have a close-up on all of these minifigures you see in front of you. The first minifigure in the set is an exclusive Han Solo minifigure. This minifigure has been seen in other sets, but not with these specific prints, which makes it exclusive. As you can see, he does have the short blaster pistol there, as well as a very nice hair mould and very nice face printing. He does have his classic leg printing to indicate his thigh holster, as well as his episode 5 torso print. Now if we flip Han around, you can see that my tripod is very shaky, and he has a very detailed and very nice back printing. If we rotate the hair 180 degrees, you will see his second face, which is a lot more stern than the first one. This is a very nice minifigure, and I'm very glad it was included in this set. And now we have the other Han Solo in this set, as it is Han in Carbonite. Now, as you can see, this does not use the more modern hairpiece, and it does have no leg printing per se, but it does, however, include very similar torso printing to what the Han that we have in this set does include. Now if we flip this around, which is easier said than done, then you can see that there is room in there for us to clip in our Han Solo minifigure like that, so that he can be sitting in there while we transport him to the Slave 1's cargo hold. This is a very nice Han Solo and Carbonite, and I do think it is a very good inclusion in the set, considering that this is based on episode 5, and the main reason for the Slave 1 episode 5 is to transport Han Solo from Cloud City to Jabba the Hutt. Now we have what is probably the best minifigure in this set, and that is Boba Fett. Now you can see that he does have a very nice helmet printing. If I just try and adjust the light so you can see it, some of the detail, there you go. Now if we bring the light back down so you can see his torso printing, it is very detailed and very nice for the minifigure. He does have a Lego Galaxy blaster with a lightsaber hilt on the end to make his unique blaster. Now, aside from the very nice blaster, this Boba Fett does also have a very nice waist, leg and foot printing, and it is all very detailed and it looks very nice on this minifigure. Rotating this minifigure around, you can see that he does have a little pauldron here and also his jetpack. If we take his helmet off, you will see just a blank head because his face is on the other side. And he is, of course, an angry clone, as he is, well, a clone. Rotating it back around, which I shall now show you his back printing. Let's put that back on, and now. Now you can see Boba Fett's back printing. It does just look like the back end of his armour, which is usually covered by his jetpack, but does, of course, work well with the minifigure, despite not being seen almost at all by most people. The next minifigure up is Forlon. This is not an exclusive figure, it has been in a couple of sets before. As you can see, he does have the long blaster rifle as well as a headpiece which is not standard Lego and is a custom mould. He does have a very robotic body, very similar to how C-3PO's body looks, as well as some very nice detailed leg printing. Now if we flip him around, then you can see that he does have some nice back printing on him too. Now this is actually a really nice minifigure, and I'm glad it was included in the set, despite it not really being in the scene where, you know, Han Solo's put in the cargo hold. And now, for the first time ever in LEGO, we have a Zuckuss minifigure. This minifigure is exclusive to this set and does have a very similar weapon to Boba Fett, as it does use the same base gun with a different attachment though, which instead is a pair of LEGO binoculars. I'll just try and get that like that. There you go, as you can see. Now this minifigure does not have regular legs. It does have the dress piece for the legs, which does look very good on this character. He does have a very nice printing though on the torso and those legs per se. Well, they're not really legs, as I just said, but you get what I mean, I hope. Where the printing does match up very nicely. The head mould is also very nice, and I'm pretty sure it's exclusive to this minifigure, but don't quote me on that one. Now if we turn this around, you can see that Zuckuss here does have back printing and also printing on the back of the dress piece, which is very nice and makes the figure look amazing. So flip him back around to his regular way, just showing off how good Zuckuss is as a minifigure and how it is exclusive to this set. Now, lastly, but definitely not leastly, is the 20th anniversary Princess Leia minifigure. This minifigure is of course exclusive to this set, like every other 20th anniversary figure, and does include one of the old style of LEGO blasters. Now, it does not have leg printing, as was the same with the majority of figures at the time, but does have a very nice torso print. This Leia figure does of course have yellow skin because the flesh tone wasn't introduced yet, and it does have some very nice buns on the side of her head, as you can see there. Now if we turn her around, she does have the 20 years of LEGO Star Wars printed on her back to differentiate this minifigure from the original. As you can see here, there is a stand for the Princess Leia. It does say 20 years of LEGO Star Wars and Princess Leia on the front, and it is attachable to any of the other 20th anniversary minifigure stands, like so. Time to take it away. It's a very simple design that is the same and is used on every other one of these, which is just a few pieces there to make it so that it looks very nice on display. Now, here is the actual main attraction, if you will, of the set, the slave one itself. Now, this is a very, very detailed model and is very good, and is the only slave one I own, but nonetheless does look amazing. So, first of all, you can see here's a minifigure next to it, just to show you how big this set really is. And as you can see, it does have the flaps here, and it has the guns on the front here, which can rotate. Now if we see this part here, we can open it up, which does show a cargo hold, which you can put the Han Solo and carbonite in. You just slide him in. If I could see, it would probably help me do this a lot better. He just slid out there, but you can slide him back in and shut the cargo hold to keep your Han Solo from escaping. Now these wing flaps here do rotate as you lift the set up. If I just... There we go, okay. So these do like follow gravity, so they will be face that way. Don't know why this one isn't working. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's better. Why isn't... Oh, yeah, I've broken the set. But yeah, so as you can see here, there are slots for spring-loaded shooters, which are included in this set. So you can just put these in here, like so. And I'll get to you later about how you can fire these off. Now if you look into the top up here, you can... No, that's my light. Let me just move that. There we go. As you can see here, there is the seating, which if Boba Fett goes in, which we can just take this off, take Boba Fett's gun off and try to drop the slave line while we're at it, and put him into a seating position. Our Boba Fett can sit right in there. There we go. As you can see, he is seated very nicely in the slave one. And then if we rotate it back to its landed position, you can see here that if I can figure out how to clip this back on, you can see here that Boba Fett is now sat the other way. Flip it back and try not to keep that. You can see he does stay in line with whichever direction he is facing. Now if we flip this set around, you can see it does have some details on the back here, despite it being mostly not as good looking as the front. And if we lift this up, we have a handle to hold the set with. So we just take the handle, and then if we see these pieces here, this one will shoot the spring-loaded shooter that we saw before. So if I just push on this red bit here, you'll see that little green bolt was what was shot. And I just broke the set. So I'll put that down for me to fix later and conclude my review. Overall, I think this is a really good set. It does come with, if I didn't mention before, which I don't think I did, it does come with 3 of these spring-loaded shooters. If I just can get the third one out from over here, I can show you all 3 that it does come with. And it also does come with a few extra visors and antennas. That's another visor, if I can find the antennas. Antennas that come on Boba Fett's, so that you can add them to other people, such as clone troopers maybe. Who knows, it's up to you. But this is overall a very nice set. Now, I do really like the minifigure selection, including the 20th anniversary Leia, and I also do really like the set, and I think it does look good on display, despite it is not fully intended to be done like that, as it is not a UCS model. But that is it for my review of the 20th anniversary Slave 1. I would like to thank you all very much for watching, and I will be seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.